Hey everyone, Zach here with the Goat Guys, and welcome to the first match of round one, or the second round if depending on how you count the play-in round that we just did. This is the first feature match of round one, or the Elite Eight, featuring Goatboy78, also known as Zabuma on YouTube, and then we have Weisel Infernity, also known as Manic Lord, on Discord. So I'm sure you recognize the names because if you were on Goat Format YouTube, Goat Boy comments on every freaking video. And then if you're in any Discords, mine included, and Gen Zone Tonics, you'll know that Weisel Infinity or Manic Lord is pretty active there. So this feature match features one of the more degenerate decks in the format, which is Empty Jar. And then we have King Tiger Wangu control. Not really going to talk about the Empty Jar list since it is beyond standard. The only thing I'll note is he is maining Scapegoat, which not all lists do. I do think it's a good play as a stall strategy to get into your engine. Also to note, for Goat Boy's list, he's playing 2 copies of Pitch Dark Warwolf, one of my favorite cards now. Thanks to him for even bringing it to my attention. In his side, notably there's Bottomless Trap Holes and DD Assailants. Also in the main deck, there's no Sakuretsu armors, but Compulses. He is also, interestingly enough, playing 1 BLS and 1 Chaos Sorcerer in this deck. Let's get into the match. It just simply starts with a Book of Moon and a Sangan and a pass. So we draw into the Magical Pot of Greed, drawing into Spell Reproduction and Giant Trunade. We'll just simply set the goats and pass. Pitch Dark Warwolf comes down, and we're going to get in for 1,600 damage. Or 26, my apologies. And here we go. We got Graceful Charity and a Book of Taiyu, Tomato, and a Feather and the Phoenix. Feather of the Phoenix, for those of you who don't know, is a spell card. Lets you discard a card, target one card in the graveyard, and put it on top of your deck. The card's very strong. This card lets you reborn a monster. Both players do. Zero spell lets you reactivate a normal spell. We are in a pretty good spot. Pitching a Feather and the Phoenix and Swords. Giant Trunade. We'll return the cards, and we just see Tomato smacking into the Pitch Dark Warwolf, and the loop has begun. Book of Moon, Book of Taiyu coming down. Here is the Empty Jar loop. Notable, so we have a Compulse, Rhoda, Pot, Duo, MST, and then we have Scapegoat, Upstart, Reload, Shallow Grave, and Thunder Dragon. All these cards will be added to the hand of Weisel Infinity. And welcome to the Terror Loop. This is why Empty Jar is not a fan favorite deck, and I understand it. FTKs aren't necessarily fun. Sangan is going to get a search for the Exiled Force. Thunder Dragon is going to come out, adding 2 copies of Thunder Dragon from his deck to his hand. Here comes the Shallow Grave getting Sangan back. Here comes the Jar. Spell Reproduction is going to put double Scapegoat, getting Book of Taiyu. And here comes more Jar Loops. Sasuke, Mind Control. I'll just wait for all their cards to hit. So we got Trunade, Card Destruction, Reload. Hold on, I'm sorry. Premature, and then the Card Destruction. He'll add all cards to hand, special summoning. And on Goat Boy's side, we have Kaiku, Mind Control, Blade Knight, Rhoda, and Sasuke. Blade Knight, and Kaiku end up on the field. Mind Control and Rhoda hit the hand. And Sangan will get level 2. Big Card Destruction, Chaining Serial Spell. We're going to go to game 2. That's the combo. And we sided into Nimble Momonga, the Wild Nature's Release, Megamorph. And then the hands look solid. So we start off with the Snatch Steal. Phase 1, setting 1, normaling Sasuke and passing. So we have a bunch of cards. Upstart Goblin. We'll try to start drawing the engine. And we'll just set a Scapegoat and pass. We have Graceful Charity into Blade Knight, Pitch Dark, and Kaiku pitching Blade Knight, Snatch Steal. Pitch Dark coming down. And there is a Scapegoat. 2 of these goats will go down. And there's Heavy Storm. She just simply sets this copy of Nimble Momonga and passes. Mind Control takes the Momonga for a turn. And we're putting a lot of pressure on Sasuke. Gonna apply a lot of pressure. Delinquent Duo. So here's the point in the match where we're gonna have to hit the engine pretty quick. King Tiger has a lot of guards. Wild Nature's Release hits the graveyard. Scapegoat does. Cyberstein is a great card to start here because this can put on a ton of damage. This will get rid of that Book of Moon. Nimble Momonga will get to 2,000. Or 18, sorry, this is United We Stand, not Acts of Despair. And Blade Knight, or Sasuke will crash. Double Momonga will gain 1,000. Double Momonga will hit the field. Double Momonga will go down, gaining 2,000 life points. Trunade Megamorph seems pretty solid, though there is no pressure to push it this time, I think. So let's see. So before you continue, so Stein into Master of Oz into Megamorph is going to be extremely difficult to out. Pay 5,000. There's the big boy. He's just going to go in for the damage. That is going to be 24 and pass turn. Compulse is a sick draw. Kaiku will get in over the Cyberstein. Nimble Momongas will get banished. And we'll just pass the turn. We draw into Thunder Dragon. Trunade. Compulse is going to get rid of that. And we're going to hit game 3 of this match. So this is a big deal. Going first for Empty Jar is pretty much can lock up the FTK if they open well enough. Let's see how it goes. Card Destruction, Thunder Dragon, Spell Reproduction, Reload, and another Thunder Dragon versus Smash and Ground, Mind Control Duo, Pot of Greed. I'll start off by setting Card Destruction and reloading and failing the Thunder Dragon search. Drawing 3 new cards, adding 2 Thunder Dragons to hand. So let's see. Tomato and Storm off this Pot of Greed. Card Destruction, getting rid of a very powerful hand from Goat Boy. And then we're going to draw into really digging for the jar here to get the loop going. Gonna try to reload again this card. For those of you who don't know, reload, you shuffle all cards back and draw the same amount. And there is the start. Book of Tayu on Morphing Jar, and then the chaining of the Book of Moon to set it, drawing into a fresh hand of 5. And it looks like the loop is here, unfortunately for Goat Boy. So we are going to see the Book of Tayu again. And this is why Empty Jar is so deadly. This deck can just play, and there's even a Cyber Jar for the next route. And if I'm not mistaken, there is a Spell Reproduction set. There is. Drawing into Trunade. This is a big deal. Spell Reproduction is going to get Book of Moon. Book of Moon is going to flip the jar, and here we go again. Pitching Cyber Jar and Mystic Tomato, drawing into the Shallow Grave, and this is a big hand. Drawing into a hand, another hand of Sangan, Rhoda, Blade Knight, Wanku, and Compulse. This is Empty Jar Feather in the Phoenix. It's going to put Book of Tayu on top for the upstart Goblin. The Shallow Grave is going to get Cyber Jar. King Tiger Wanku. Book of Tayu is going to destroy all monsters on the field. The loop has been successful at this point. So we got Giant Trunade, Scapegoat, and he just concedes the writing is on the wall because the loop will continue forever. Unfortunately, that is how the match goes. Empty Jar is one of those decks that a lot of people hate, but if played well, is fairly impossible to beat. And that is this match. Congratulations to Wisel Infinity on making the top four. Your deck will be profiled on the channel. GoBoy78, thank you for all your support, buddy. Thank you for playing in the tournament. Hope to see you in the next one as well. Thank you guys for watching the video. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.